Help me! Help me, please!
The Evil Bestie Part 1.
They were best friends, the kind people envied. But behind the smiles, one heart was quietly rotting with jealousy. And when envy takes root, death follows. This is not just a story of betrayal. This is the haunting tale of the friend she loved and killed, based on true emotions, inspired by real darkness. Welcome to The Friend I Loved. Jenny was used to being invincible. In a campus filled with girls wearing bone-straight wigs and iPhones hanging like jewelry, she moved like a shadow. No makeup, no flashy clothes, just her books, her dreams, and a small phone with a cracked screen. She was in her second year at the University of Lagos. No parties, no distractions, just classes, and the voice of her mother echoing in her head. Don't forget where we came from. Her mother had struggled, a single woman, abandoned by her husband when Jenny was barely 5. She sold vegetables by the roadside, soaked curry to survive some nights, just to see her daughter go to school. Jenny knew her life wasn't hers alone. It was her mother's sacrifice, walking beside her every day. Then she met Bella. It was on a rainy Monday morning during her second year at the University of Lagos that it all began. The wind slapped against the hostel windows like a warning, but Jenny didn't notice. She had her head down, soaked books in her arms, her sandals heavy with mud from the flooded campus road. Life had always been a battle for food, for peace, for lights to read at night, and now she was battling the rain just to make it to class. Then she saw Bella. Jenny had never met anyone like Bella before. Bella was sitting inside the science block hallway, like the world had bent to give her a seat. Her skin glowed like soft caramel, her hair curled perfectly under the dim lights, and her laughter echoed like music. She wasn't trying to be beautiful, she just was. Jenny stood still. Bella turned and smiled at her. You look like the rain fought you and won. That was the first time Jenny laughed in weeks. From that moment, things moved fast. Classmates today, lunch buddies tomorrow. Bella had a way of drawing people in, but she chose Jenny. Maybe it was Jenny's shy smile. Maybe it was how she never asked for anything. Or maybe Bella saw something she could mold. Soon, Jenny stopped going back to her hostel. Bella's self-contained apartment off campus was warm, always had lights, always had food. Her bed had pillows that felt like clouds. For someone like Jenny who had grown up on tin mattresses and leaking roofs, it felt like heaven. Bella's parents lived in Abuja, so she was mostly alone. She said Jenny brought her peace. You are the sister I never had, Bella whispered one night as they lay side by side, listening to soft music. Jenny didn't say anything. Her chest ached. She hadn't felt this close to anyone in years. At first, she offered to help with cleaning, even cooked sometimes, but Bella would wave her off. You're my friend, not my maid, she said with a smile. That word friend, it warmed Jenny's chest. No one had ever called her that, with so much meaning. Weeks turned to months. They did everything together. Morning walks, evening gist, sharing clothes, attending lectures, laughing at inside jokes. Jenny finally felt sane. Bella and Jenny did everything together. They woke up in the same room, brushed side by side, dressed for lectures in front of the same mirror. Sometimes they wore each other's clothes. Most times, Bella gave Jenny better ones. A new dress here, a pair of heels there. Even a straight wig Jenny couldn't have dreamt of affording. Jenny had nothing. Bella made sure she lacked nothing. She would buy food, pay for data, even slip cash into Jenny's hands with a wink. Don't argue, she'd say. You're my girl. Sometimes she'd hand her 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira. Send this to your mom, she'd whisper. Let her breathe more. And Jenny's eyes would stink, not from sadness, but something she couldn't name. Something thick, something tight in her throat, something that felt like shame, dressed as gratitude. Bella was beautiful, Not ordinary fine, expensive fine. The type that made people turn and ask, who is that girl? Her skin glowed like it had skincare routine of its own. Her laugh was soft and delicate, but her presence was loud. Men noticed her, rich ones, the kind that drove sleek cars, wore designer perfumes, and held her wallets like weapons. They brought her handbags, wigs, laptops, shoes that came in ribbon boxes, vacations to places Jenny had only seen in music videos. And the thing is, Bella wasn't stingy. If she went to shopping, she bought something for Jenny too. If a guy gave her money, she shared it. She once came back from a weekend trip with a rose gold wristwatch and a small bottle of perfume, both for Jenny. I told him I had a sister, Bella said with a grin. Jenny smiled, but it didn't reach her heart, because deep inside her, something was shifting. She told herself to be grateful. She was, most days. But some nights, when Bella was asleep beside her, Jenny would lie awake staring at the ceiling, her fists clenched beneath the blankets. No man ever came for her.